Sabin. I be saying my Sabin's a little weird. Seven. All right, we have today. We're live with the one and only Victor Arce. What you doing, Victor?
Not much.
What's going on?
Just doing a thing, hustling, and you gotta do something now because you know how everything is. It's a little hard. Everybody's trying to hustle, do their little things out there.
Yeah. So tell the people how we met, bro. Tell them.
Man, well,
Maybe
technically I was born first. Then you came in. But yeah, no, not only we grew up in the church and stuff, and ever since then, we've just been really cool and stuff like that. See you as a brother and everything. So,
what's the age difference?
let's see, earlier. How old are you?
28. I'm about to be 29.
So I'm gonna be 32.
Yeah, like 5.
No.
Four.
3, 4.
Five.
This guy.
You added more years to me, or you?
You're turning 29 next week, right?
Yeah.
So 3 years, dude.
Yeah, so like 3
I'm in
years.
denial, bro.
I'm messed up, dude. Yeah, but yeah, the age difference is not that bad though. Most of all the other guys are about the same age too, and I was like one of the first ones that were a little older and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been cool. I grew up and everything. Came over here to Richmond too.
That's what's up.
Wait, did you live in Somerville too?
In the beginning, yeah.
Oh dang, yeah. All y'all came from
Yeah,
Somerville.
we all came from Somerville. I was born in Marin General.
But, yeah,
Like how everybody is.
and you were the first one to move to Richmond out of everybody.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, and then after that, the church separated, or they actually not separated, but they opened another one here in Richmond, and that's how we started coming to there. Then stopped going to church. Then later on, my dad made another church, and
Branched out.
from there.
Just branched out.
I lost some friends. Not lost, but when I was a kid, I had friends too. But then the church separated, and then you just lose that friendship. And at the point you're a kid, so you really don't. You're like, oh, and then.
Man, I the same thing, dude. It's like I remember when I was little, I used to play with some boy. His name was Saul. I don't know if you remember him, Gabe. His name was Saul, and he lived in Canal with everybody else, bro. And ever since then, like especially like coming to the church out here in Richmond, we just lost that contact. I remember dude. He used to go to the church in Novato. Some church in Novato.
It sounds familiar, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I think he would come around to play like basketball or soccer with us.
Yeah.
Like he would randomly come through. Yeah. Damn, that's way back,
dude,
bro.
That was like before 2000, in the 90s.
Yeah, damn, that's a minute. Only people I also remember is Chino and them when they lived there.
Upstairs, they lived upstairs. I lived downstairs.
Yep. But how was that? When you came here, like I didn't even know much when you came here.
No, we were just to ourselves.
Yeah.
Mostly, yeah.
And then I remember you telling me like high school like was crazy or middle school was crazier.
Middle school. My middle school was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, I did cut a lot. Like everybody does when they're in middle school. But it was. I went to Adams over here. Now it's closed, sadly.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but I went to there, and then I went to Kennedy High. And
how was that?
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool in the beginning. Yeah, but then after that, I was just really like slipping. I was like not even going to school.
Did you do all 4 years? Or?
No, I didn't do all the 4 years. I did all the way till the 11th, and then I went to continuation school for the 12th, and then after that I just stopped going, and then I went to the Sierra Adult School that's up there, up in the hill.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, because you even played, right? You even learned how to play a bit.
Yeah, in the beginning when my dad started the church, his second church, that's how I started learning how to play a little bit. So I remember at the house on 38, we had a drum set up in the attic, and that attic was hot, bro.
Yeah,
it was super hot.
Yeah.
So I would just be there, just trying to learn anything, and when I could, and then my dad started the church. Then after that, we took that little drum set. Dude, how we started, it was crazy. It was just me My sister and my cousin Kayla and my cousin David. He was in the piano.
Oh, yeah.
Karen was singing with Kayla, and I was in drums. That was it.
So it was like a family band, pretty
Yeah,
much?
it was a
pretty,
family band.
That's sick. That's
It
sick.
was mostly family that started it, to be honest. All like the people that are going to the church was all family mostly, except for La Hermana Mari and stuff like that. Jocelyn's mom and stuff like that. All their family started going, and then after that, little by little, years passed, it started growing and growing and growing, and then up to the point that we couldn't fit anymore into that little spot, and so we ended up going to doing our services at the Veterans Hall for a good minute, for a couple of years, yeah.
Oh,
And until now that my dad got his own place now over here.
You still play?
Yeah, I still play now. That's when I'm starting to come back a little bit. But now what I mostly play is just the drums and the guitar for now.
Is there besides like the church stuff, like do you have a favorite genre that you play?
Oh,
Or-
música?
Yeah, like some of the alabanzas. I mean, they're. I mean, as a musician, to be honest, I like any kind of music.
Right, you could
Yeah.
adapt and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. So it's like, because the way I learned, it was just through YouTube sometimes and just hearing it.
Right.
So I just stayed in my room. Like my mom would get mad because I would be playing like around 2 a.m. still, and I'm just like jamming, just. But I was mostly I was into like listening to church music, but also listening to worldly music, and then I would mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So then I know it's not like that.
Right,
I'm not
no, but-
supposed to do that, but
I have the same story damn near too, dude.
yeah.
Like,
So that's how it is. It's you have for me you gotta open your mind. If you want to learn something, you have to really open your mind, dude.
Yeah.
and damn, being a drummer, dude, you must have like that rhythm. Because I remember I tried playing guitar, because my dad's a musician too,
Yeah.
but I couldn't get it because I couldn't get the rhythm down. So he's like, I'm gonna put you on bass.
Yeah.
So I slowly started getting bass, and then my sister even like picked up the guitar like nothing, because
Oh, yeah.
she has that rhythm, she just has a natural rhythm, like she,
Okay.
stuff like that. But I kept on practicing, and then I ended up learning how to play the guitar and
Yeah.
getting some rhythm. Like I still struggle with it, but I know when I come in on time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's not natural. Like I see other people that have it naturally, like the rhythm
Yeah.
just comes to them like that. To me, I'm more like I'm focused on. All right,
You
gotta
have to
come in.
focus
Yeah,
and concentrate,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
on your timings. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it is on one of our guys right now. He's actually El Líder de los Jóvenes right now.
Right.
And he at first he learned how to play the clarinet.
Oh dang.
And he was small, dude, and he wasn't like he looked up to me, dude. He's like he would just really like look at me when I'd be playing the guitar and stuff like that. And now he plays the guitar. Now he has some really nice guitars, dude. He has like all his little effect pedals, and he's really into it, dude. And little by little, the timing is always sometimes a struggle, but it's all about the practice.
Yeah.
It's all about practice from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Yeah.
So and then now, because now you left. Yeah, because we kind of both just kind of.
Yeah, we drifted a little bit out of church. I mean, yeah, once I was getting older, having kids, getting married, and then I really got out of church a lot. And then now I was recently starting to go back a little by little. Especially, because the only one that's mostly helping my dad is my sister. And then she's over doing her own thing too. And my mom, how they're getting older and stuff like that. So. And the other day, me and my mom, we had a serious conversation. And she was just saying that, you should let them que ayudar a tu papá, because, you never know what's going to happen after if he passes. And then I'm like, in the way I'm like, oh, no, I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about not only my dad passing, but also, getting la carga from the church, getting passed on to me. I was like, nah.
It's a big load, man.
It is.
And, me, spiritually, I mean, I'm not fully up there, but I know that's going to be like something that's you really have to prepare yourself not only spiritually but mentally.
Yeah. Simba becomes the Lion King.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, and then now you're starting your own company, right there.
We
food business. So that's what's up.
Yeah, we're doing that whole this food stand called Sabritojos.
Yeah.
It's it's just Salvadorian food. Over in LA, they have all that food out there. They have a lot of food out there.
Yeah, that is variety packed.
There's like a lot of Salvi food out there, but it's like here in the Bay, it's not that much.
Yeah.
So we're starting as a food stand now, then just trying to get enough funds so we can. There's a van that my dad just has there, so we want to try to modify it and try to fix it up.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
So we can just have it as a food truck and then do that. Go to places, do parties. There's been a couple of people already that has asked me if we do events and stuff like that. So.
A little bit of catering, stuff like that.
Yeah. So I mean, just like how the people order a taco, dude. Let's order the pupusa guy. So that's what we're trying to do too, and so far so good. As everything's been really cool. Just original recipes from the house. Nothing beats food from the house.
Yeah, exactly.
So
look at that.
As of right now, it's me and my sister that we prepare the food, and then we have some hermana from the church, and she helps us do the pupusas and stuff like that.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So when you guys do food like that day, you guys post it, like make a post and stuff like that.
Yeah, day before.
Day before.
Yeah, we do a day before. That's the same day that we prep the food. It's either me or my sister. We put it out there and we we announce it and stuff like that. Yeah.
And there's a spot to pick it up.
Yeah, it's at our church and at 2329 McDonald's Avenue. The church is called Centro Cristiano Nueva Visión, but it's literally right next to the McDonald's drive-thru on 23rd.
We all know that one. The one with the broken ice machine. I mean, ice cream.
Yeah, there's never ice cream.
And
there,
they give you their French fries in a bag too. So.
Yeah, that's sad. No, I know there's other McDonald's that's in El Cerrito. They give out the actual.
Oh yeah,
boxes,
that one. Yeah. That one's the nice one.
Yeah, the nice one, dude. But then the one that's next to us, I remember the other day went the same day when that Travis Scott burger came out. Right. So I go and try to get 2 Happy Meals for my boys, and then I get I tried that Travis Scott burger. Man, they didn't even have bags, bro. They gave me the food in a Happy Meal.
Oh dang!
Wow.
They gave me the food in a Happy Meal. They gave me my drinks in a Happy Meal, dude. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
It was funny.
That was wild.
Do you guys accept Venmo and everything like that?
Yeah, we do Venmo, Cash App, and stuff like that, and just we don't put it out there. It's just, but once you get there, we'll give it to you, and and sometimes it all depends on how busy we get. I do deliveries as well sometimes.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
it's there's people that can't drive or just or there's younger people. You know what I mean? So how we set the thing up is we let them send us the orders with their name, what they want, and for what time, or if they want to get it delivered, and just to send us their address and stuff like that.
What's up?
Yeah, because I've done a couple of deliveries over there in Sarafel to my old job. So,
oh dang, that's hard.
Yeah, all the way to Sarafel. There's a lady that came the other day all the way from San Ramon. Dude, she came to San Ramon to eat the pupusas, bro. She had a sample the other day, and then she was like, she called me. She was like, I want to place an order of 12 pupusas. I was like,
damn.
Cool. All right.
Say no more.
Say less.
We've been getting some big orders. The other day, some lady bought like 60 pupusas, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. Because it's all like, we get a lot of good compliments, how people say, man, these pupusas send us way back. They taste like the ones from El Salvador and stuff like that.
Because I remember you had an aunt, dude. I'm never going to forget.
Tia Cristina, bro. That's how we learned the cortido, how we make it.
Yeah.
For the pupusas, I mean, in some of these pictures, it's just like, it's not original, the exact how we do it. But the cortido, like on the where the pastelitos is at, that top one right there. No, the one next to it. You see how the cortido's purple? Yeah. So we mix it up now. So what we do is we get the cortido, the regular green repollo, the cabbage, and we cut the purple cabbage as well. That's why it gets a little purple tint. Yeah. And then we added a couple little more things to it. So we have the regular cortido, which is the common one, and we have another one that we put jalapenos in.
Oh,
that was really fire. That was really good.
Hell yeah. That's fucking. And then you were also talking about a food drive that you guys said you having?
Yeah. So on Mondays at the church, starting from like 2 to 2:30 sometimes. It all depends on when we get the food delivered though. But we do a food drive for the community. Anybody can go there, you know, and from people even from another city can go, whatever.
Yeah.
And what it is that, you know, we get donations from even from Whole Foods, Safeway, even Starbucks. We get donations.
Oh,
from
nice.
people,
Yeah.
And we get, you know, we get a bunch of little food. We set up our tables, and there's like essential food from like bread, eggs, cheese, milk, even stuff for kids like cereal. There's like little sandwiches for them too. There's like there's a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit too.
That's what's
So
up.
yeah, and we give the people bags and whatnot. And it's in the same location too. So it's at the church. It's at the church as well, and it starts from 2 to 2:30. It all depends. Yeah. Usually it's better to get there at 2, and because recently now there's been people getting there and they start a line. Dude.
Oh damn.
Yeah, they start a line. So it's gonna be wrong. Keep going. Al otro lado.
Well,
Yeah. Keep going right there. Right next to the McDonald's right there. Keep going. So now spin it. No, go back. It's gonna go to the McDonald's right there in the corner. So we're like right here on this side right here.
all right. So
To go to that block here, right next to that car,
Yep.
and
That empty parking
that
spot.
empty lot right there.
this one right here. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
right there. That's the gate that we have right here, and that's the church right there.
Look at that.
Yeah, you see the little sign right there. This is the old picture, but it's the same building. Everything looks all the same pretty much. So that we set up on the right side, and we put tents up and everything like that for the shade and whatnot, and then people start
Parking right there.
park. Yeah, they can park inside, and they start a line on the other side, and we give them bags and stuff like that. So and they're not small bags. We give them big bags. You know, because it's all, you know, it's the vegetables. It's a lot of vegetables.
Yeah.
We get a lot of fruit.
The salsa and all that.
Yeah, all the stuff we get from like hummus, all the stuff. Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
And and especially during these times, dude, you know, that bag could just come so essential to a family,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
Yeah, we get a lot of people. Like I try to talk to as much friends that I got online that ask them questions that, hey, you know, do you guys know anybody that needs food and stuff like that for the house? And if they can't come get it, I'll make them a bag and I'll go drop it off.
No, that's
You
what's
know,
up.
it's,
Yeah.
you know, if it's for, you know, because it's a necessity, you know.
Yeah.
And for me, it makes me not only feel, you know, good about what we're doing, but it's also, you know, it's a big help for the people, especially that have families that can't even work and stuff
Yeah.
like that, dude.
especially like, you know, like people that can't get an EDD or anything like that.
Yeah,
you know,
nothing,
and
yeah,
they're not
they
and they're not working.
Yeah, they
Like-
can't even get, you know,
Yeah.
the food stamps,
Yeah,
stuff like
exactly.
that. You know, and even the homeless, we allow the homeless to go there and get food, whatever
Yeah.
they want.
Yeah.
You know, and you know there is a certain limitation
Of course.
because
of course.
we want to have enough food for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because the other day there was this lady and she was like packing everything, bro. So I was like, oh, hold on, you know.
Oh,
But you know, not to be rude or anything, but you know, we want to leave food for everybody else.
That's what's
And
up.
so we've been doing this for about almost the same time that I started the food stand. So like about 2 or 3 months now. Yeah.
Right. That's crazy, man. And imagine if like COVID would never happen. You
We
would
were
you,
never, yeah.
well, let's say, did you ever have that in your mind that maybe one day I want to do like my own
Yeah.
food? Okay, so it was
Yeah.
the
It
idea was
already
always
thought-
there.
It was
Okay.
already thought of, yeah. That was
Okay.
one thing that my dad he really wanted to do, even before this whole COVID thing even happened.
Right.
He said that it's not like a dream, but it's one of his accomplishments that he wants to do for the church is that he wants to help people as much as he can.
Yeah.
So my dad is, you know, he looks very serious. You know, he has a really serious,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
he has a serious face, but you know, he's a kind
Yeah.
guy, you know, and that's one of the things he really wanted to do. Not only him, my sister as well. You know, I got a lot of thoughts that I want to do too, but I
Sure.
don't have the money.
And all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So it's an advantage now. So it's
You know?
it's a good perk for everybody that can come by and want to get some food.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
There you go. Two
Man.
helps and
Two helps exactly.
Yeah. And we're gonna talk about also about, you know, Greensburg death. We're talking about a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was explaining to you how like this shit is crazy, because she was pretty much keeping Donald Trump at bay with all his fucking ideas that he wanted to do, and she was pretty much the stop sign to his fucking
To
crazy
all his
ass
plans that
fucking
he's trying to do.
yeah.
It's
So-
a trip, you know.
And now, you know now that because of her death, things might get crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it sucks that it has to get to that point that some people, get to that point that when they start acting violently, there's no need for that. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
And but it is understandable in some cases, but because a lot of people don't like Trump.
Yep.
There's like half of the people that don't like Trump, and half of the people that do.
Mm-hmm.
To me, to be honest, my opinion is like, hey, I'll vote, but then Trump has his things that that are okay, but then his other things that it's just unacceptable, And there's a lot of people, especially the Latinos, the whole thing with the kids too. That's the
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's fucked up. He's fucked up he's always back and forth with his shit, and hopefully, like, he's out. Like, I can't, no more, like, not another 4 years. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, it's too much, man.
Yeah.
It's really too much. And from what he sometimes says that he's gonna do, doesn't even do it, Because he did say, I think at one point that he said he was gonna do something about the kids and whatnot, but then he just straight backfired, dude, and he didn't do anything about it. And I did read about a little bit of the article and stuff like that. So it's a trip, and it's sad that she died and stuff, and especially at her place.
Mm-hmm.
But then hopefully Trump won't take this as an advantage to try to do stuff that he actually wants to do.
Yeah, like, so they told Trump, like, yo, 200 people died from the coronavirus, and he's like, oh, well.
Yeah, so that's what I mean, bro. Like, that's what I mean.
He's like, oh, well. Like, he's not going to apologize for it.
Yeah.
And, it took him a minute. Like, he really, in his head, was like, oh, it's fake. Oh, it's fake. Oh, it's fake.
Yeah.
And, like, when Ebola was happening, Obama was like,
yeah, he did something.
bruh,
He tried to
yeah,
do
like,
something
stop
about it.
all the
Exactly.
flights,
So that's the
And-
thing. That's the thing. With that's because, man, from the very beginning, Trump was a businessman. He's a businessman, dude.
Yeah.
He's not president material like that.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not, dude.
I think he wanted. I think the only reason why he joined, bro, is because a guy like with that much power, bro, is not all pure power,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
There's some fucking bad that he had to do to get to where he's at right now.
Yeah.
Some shady shit, and he's obviously like I think I don't even know if he has or hasn't already. I'm not sure, but there was like a big ass like argument about his taxes. Like people
Yeah.
wanted to see his taxes.
Yeah.
They wanted to see his taxes, and then he became president, and that was just like
Yeah, he
psych.
just wanted to hide
yeah.
it. Yeah, so
Psych,
just
yeah.
forget about it. But no, somebody brought that up too.
Yeah.
And they said that they wanted to put it out there.
Mhm.
I did read something about that like a week ago. That the court something about the court that they were going to keep doing that case about his taxes and stuff, and they were going to supposedly release all that information out too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a disclosure. What, a huge campaign for disclosure.
So Trump always gets on Biden because he suffers from something, dementia or something
Dementia?
like that. Dementia.
Oh shit.
So they're like, oh, you want to see my tax records? Let's see your medical records. So the people like, yeah, I don't think you're suitable, ready to be in office. Yeah.
He's trying his hardest to not
He's lucky a troll, man. Like,
Yeah, he is. Like,
Total
what
troll,
the
bro, yeah.
fuck? Oh, I did not know that. But see, that's fucking wild. Like, this dude is probably the most American, like, ignorant you can possibly get, bro. Like,
Yeah.
straight up, there's always gonna be people out there, obviously, that they think they're right. United States is number one on
Yeah.
everything, and it's like, oh yeah, because they either had like a family go to war, World War, Vietnam, or things like that. But there's some people are like I know why we fought for, but it wasn't for this shit.
The thing is that some people, from what I see sometimes, is like the people, especially back then, that have gone to war and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and then the families that grew up with that, for some reasons, I feel like they take advantage of that. They're like, oh yeah, my grandpa, served the Vietnam War or something like that.
Yeah.
And then, oh yeah, my dad went to the Gulf War or something like that.
Mhm.
Okay, we commend you. That's great.
Yeah.
It's cool. And thank you for that.
Mhm.
Because you guys are protecting, the United States and stuff. But then when there's families that have the same, traits and they do all that, and they don't even go to like the army or anything like that. They just stay there and show all the other people. Dude. Like for
Yeah.
example, like all these
Yeah.
other people that put the suits on,
Mhm.
and they haven't even gone to war, dude. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like that's that what is it called? That false valor type of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like I see that, and they take that stuff to their advantage, and to some people, yeah, it's a trip.
Hell
But
yeah.
there's this other thing that I seen. I don't know if you guys heard about
Mhm.
that. There's this Native American guy,
Mhm.
but he's like he's Native American, and he's also something else I can't remember. But he's also trying to run for president. I don't know if you guys heard that.
Hmm.
No,
I think
I can't
so.
remember his name, dude. He has.
But he's
some-
like half.
he's half Native American. Yeah.
Because all I know is that there's a woman that Joe Biden is getting. She's from Oakland.
Yeah, Mark Charles. There you go. That's his name.
Oh.
He's trying to run for president as well.
Okay.
And yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's the New Mexico. Oh shit.
He was an independent candidate for the president. Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's
he's
crazy.
running. He's running for this. He's trying to run
He's
for
like
this.
that.
For this.
The third one that they really don't show, or
Yeah. So he's like the backup guy,
He's
Yeah.
underground.
just in case something happens.
Mhm.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of his videos and stuff like that. So he actually goes to churches too, dude. He actually goes to churches and talks about how the government is it's like a liar, stuff like
Yeah.
that. And there's it's, to me, it kind of like it's kind of sketchy in a way
Yeah.
because I wonder where he's getting his information from. You know. What I mean?
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah, it's
everybody
all-
knows about the government.
Yeah,
So.
Hey, let me ask you a question since we kind of know this since we're growing up in the
Revelations.
church.
Mhm.
Let's say you're working a good job, right? And you're getting paid good, but then they're like, oh hey, we're gonna have this new protocol on how to enter like the office and stuff like that. We're gonna go with the chip now. This is how you're gonna enter the office.
Yeah.
If you don't get it, they're gonna fire you.
Yeah.
What would you do? Would you get the chip to get employed because that's the only way to enter to your work and stuff like that now?
That's to me.
Because you know where I'm going with this. Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that about that shit. It's already happening. Supposedly, I did read.
In Sweden,
Sweden.
people volunteered like that's how they open their works like doors
For
and stuff
real?
like that.
Doors
yeah,
and
yeah.
cabinets
No way.
and things like that.
I know in Spain they started doing it. And that was the first place that I learned that I heard that they were implanting those chips. And to me, in a way, it kind of like, especially like how about the word and stuff like that. It did kind of like, it was really sketchy, and it was like, oh dang, the signs of what Jesus says in the Bible and stuff like that. That they're starting to happen. You know what I mean? And a lot of people say
Yeah.
that that chip is the mark of the beast and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I don't know. To be honest, I mean, in a way, that's a tough decision. Dude,
Right,
that's
imagine-
a tough decision.
Because it's like you
know
kind
what I
of you already know. Like let's say for someone that never listened to it, they're like, oh yeah, why not, right?
mean? Yeah,
Like,
they wouldn't.
yeah, like
Yeah, but okay. So,
Yeah.
yeah, but the other thing is that sometimes, like about that, like there's certain information that what I see when they talk about that. It's just that because in the Bible it does say that the mark of the beast will be on the right hand or on the forehead.
Yeah.
Right. So they're implanting. I don't know where they're implanting that for, but from what I heard, they were doing it on the left hand.
Yeah, and I was seeing it like it's like somewhere here.
Yeah, like somewhere here on
one
the
of
left
those-
hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
And to me, nobody really knows, dude, if that really is. The
Yeah.
thing. But it's just that because there's so many people out there that get so much false information. They try to make it seem it's actually that. You know, it's actually that. It's actually that. But
left hand.
Yeah, left hand.
Left
See?
hand, yeah.
So it kind of not it contradicts itself, but it's just that it's weird that a lot of people say it's gonna be on the right hand, but you do your research and people are doing it on the left hand. You know, and then to be honest, those things I feel like the devil tries to like put these little scare tactics in people so they can scare everybody else and stuff like that. But damn, that looks like it hurts.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Oh man, and I don't like needles, bro.
I mean, at the end of the day, even if I didn't know about this, just having something inserted in me, I'll be like, hell no, dude.
No.
Like, no, like.
Dude, when they started doing that on the animals, bro, I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, I understand you want to know where your pet is at.
Right,
But I understand that. But just get like a little GPS on a collar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But some people are
that.
crazy. Like they'll go for like, oh, let's get it, just because they want to.
Yeah, they're gonna make it into like a fad type of thing.
No.
Yeah, and then little by little, dude, they're gonna start, modifying this type of stuff.
Oh, definitely.
Because when I remember recently, the whole thing about the COVID injection that supposedly Bill Gates is trying to do.
Right.
They were saying that he was trying to put that little chip in those things, from what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this
that's
point,
the truth.
you never.
Bill Gates, was crazy about Bill Gates is that he's one of the wealthiest dudes on this fucking planet, and this dude never stop, his mind never stops working.
Yeah, dude,
and
he's like a machine.
And
bro.
there was an article that says that he has invested a lot of money into trying to stop the coronavirus, into like public like health and shit, starting organizations and shit. And this dude, he's even considered of running for president, but then he's like, nah, I don't want to, because he's like, he says that to him, it's kind of like he doesn't like politics. It's bullshit to him.
Yeah.
So he's like, he'd rather, he knows some shit. Like this guy's the smartest guy on earth, and for some reason he doesn't really believe all that much into politics.
Yeah.
He doesn't invest a dime in it. He invests a dime into like things that will better us and help us out in the future.
Yeah.
So this is crazy. Oh, this is crazy too. I showed you this, and this was a blimp.
No way.
And
That's what they're saying.
yeah,
but who
a
knows?
Goodyear blimp. But this is what I'm trying to get at. What kind of, I don't know what type of blimp.
It might have been a test one.
Supposedly,
But there's no lettering or nothing.
Goodyear announced that these are like the new blimps with the projectors and stuff like that. They're gonna go once the fans go back to the NFL games and stuff like that. But here, let me play it.
Is this the one where you're standing in the freeway?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one, yeah.
Yeah, this is the one I saw.
Yeah.
¿Cómo se llama? En la pista, en la carretera de la 21, hay un ovni.
How you know me?
Everybody's fucking spooked.
Yeah, dude, everybody stopped and I saw that. I was like, damn, this must be real.
But at one point, you would see red and blue lights, or red and green,
Nah.
I think. But
Yeah, I saw this and I saw everybody with their phones. I was like, damn, what
I mean, but maybe because it's a new blimp. But if it was a regular blimp, no one's gonna stop.
yeah,
Maybe
if it was a
full on
regular,
traffic,
but this new blimp.
no sé where they ain't.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. What type of blimp do they have? Usually, because blimps have to move. They have to move, and this one just stayed in one spot. Like if it was not even a hot air balloon can stay in one spot. So what type of shit is that? I
The
don't
only
know.
thing is that it might have some type of rope, bro. It's just too thin. Oh, I seen that. That's crazy.
Which one?
That bottom one, yeah.
This one?
That's crazy.
What is it? Oh, he's a cannibal.
Cannibalism, dude. That's
No,
a
what
trip,
the
dude.
fuck?
That's crazy. That's a whole different level. That's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, right, I'm like,
That's
Like,
crazy,
what the
dude.
fuck
is that?
And I remember, I mean, because I did hear about cannibalism, but then I remember I was watching the dudes from Jackass, Steve-O and his other dude.
Pontius.
Yeah, Pontius.
Yeah.
They went to when they had that show called Wild Boys.
Wild
remember
Boys.
that?
Oh.
So they go to this to like
see if
to
I can
these
find
people
it.
like that, dude. And there's this guy. He's drinking like some alcohol from an actual human skull, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Some like and se miran como así like indigenous type of people and stuff like that. So it's a trip.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. Outtakes.
Those are the outtakes. Oh yeah.
Oh, Wild Boys creepy voodoo crap is that one?
No, it's the
No,
kind of
it's not
was
that
the
one,
one.
it's not that one.
They probably took it off.
Yeah, or probably just don't have it.
What the fuck, these motherfuckers?
Dude, there's man.
There's
it's
people out there
crazy
that
out
really, yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've seen some videos back then, and it actually shows how these dudes
Just
kill
eat
other
it.
people
Just to eat them
and
all.
chop them up, dude,
Oh.
and make their own meat market. It's a trip. That's why, like, here in the United States, dude, we got it good. I'm not gonna lie. Even though it's like sometimes it goes to hell,
Yeah.
but how these other countries are, bro, it's nothing compared to how it is here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's no comparison.
Have you guys seen Most Wanted on Netflix?
No,
So-
I haven't seen that.
There
Like
was
the
a dude.
FBI one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
there
seen
was a dude in I don't even know where this is at, somewhere in Africa. But this dude started a genocide. He told everybody,
Oh.
kill any dude that you see that isn't from here, kill them on sight. Just kill them.
I think Kenya, right?
I think
Kenya,
I
right.
think, yeah. But this dude started a genocide, like straight up, and there was people just
They just walk with machetes
Yeah.
all the time. They're pretty much known as a machete.
yeah,
For real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the government bought like I don't
Yeah.
know how many machetes, and they just carry them around.
Yeah.
And they see you, they'll go.
There was a
No
dude.
way.
There was a dude just walking with his baby on the back, bro. And they walked up to him. Where you from? And he's like, I'm not from there. I'm from here. Like, no, show me some identification. He's like, I don't have any. And you just see him machete to the leg, with the baby on the back. And they would kill and slaughter even the kids, babies, adult, anybody who wasn't from there. And then this woman, I think some people fled, bro. They fled from the act. And then imagine in El Salvador, like my parents left El Salvador because of the war, you know.
Yeah.
And just imagine that though. That was a war. That was a genocide, bro. That was like you're getting killed like on the spot. So it was just this is a trip, and they caught that dude a couple years back, like
Yeah.
2018, 2016. They just caught the dude. He was hiding hella well in
I think I've heard
France.
of that. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he was on the most wanted. It was wild story. I was like, fucking A.
When was the last time you went to El Salvador?
And I turned 20
So 9 years ago, pretty much.
9 years ago.
What you?
Yeah, I went probably like 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh,
Oof.
Yeah.
how was it? Yeah.
It was cool. I mean, it was. I went out there to get some citizenship.
Also,
out there.
it was more business and like
It was a little bit more business
than
than
vacation.
we did in the middle of it. We did like go out and whatnot,
Right,
go to
right.
the beaches and stuff like that. It was
Mhm.
cool. But then it was mostly business and stuff like that. It was a trip, man. How the U.S. embassies over there is heck of a trip, dude. It's trippy.
Oh, they can tell too right away.
Oh yeah, they can tell you're not from there.
Yeah, it's,
And in the beginning,
Quick.
dude, when I was they told me don't talk.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
told don't talk because
Yeah.
your accent. You can at that time though when I really went, I didn't really know Spanish that much. Not till now. Like now I speak it a little bit better. I mean, se me traba las palabras
Yeah,
sometimes,
yeah.
dude. But
Wait, but did you grow up like speaking Spanish?
no,
No.
I spoke English. Yeah, I spoke English. Even though my parents spoke Spanish to me. You know, they spoke Spanish to me and they're just saying all that stuff. And I would just reply in English and they're like, okay.
Also,
Yeah.
that's good for them too. 'Cause, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, they learned a little bit too.
Yeah, cause like I grew up in a Spanish-speaking household, right? And then obviously you get your friends who speak English, but it wasn't until I had a job at a restaurant where I kind of lost my Spanish. But until I got that job, you know, you're working with paisas and stuff like that,
Yeah.
all Latinos, and that's why they talk to you. And so I feel like my Spanish actually improved now that I actually
Yeah,
like
yeah.
worked with them and
That's
stuff like
true.
that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how my Spanish improved too. And also, I taught myself how to read Spanish.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, just because I remember in church service, I'll just follow the lettering and just hear how they would say each word every day.
Man, I used to hate doing it.
Yeah,
I used
I
to,
was just
my mom, when we go to like the cellulars and stuff like
Oh.
that, and they would make you, oh, could you read this? I'm like, damn.
I'm like,
I
mom.
can't even read this.
The fact that I'm already here, like that should be enough, dude. Dude, I would hate it. Like, dude, me growing up, bro, my mom took us to every Wednesday service, every like cellular and stuff like that, and I hated it, bro. Like I hated it, cause you want to be home watching cartoons. I understand
Yeah.
Sunday, Sunday and stuff like that, but my mom just took us to everything, man. I mean, at the end of the day, she was doing it for for your well being, cause
Yeah.
But then as a kid, you're also like you don't want to be there,
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I
That's-
still remember
that's
like there'll be times church will be damn near ending and we'll just go to the van and we'll just start listening to music, like just rock
Yeah.
music and shit.
Or I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
playing
it was-
Pokemon cards
yeah.
at church. Next thing you know, someone grabs me by the ears, my mom,
Yeah.
because I was playing during
Sorry.
during service and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
during the service, I used to go under the chairs
Yeah.
and start playing with toys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was hella fun.
And then I still remember the days where like our church around Christmas they'll give toys to all the kids. And then I remember I got a Pokemon, like this is what they thought Pokemon was okay for the kids. They gave me
Oh,
like
yeah.
a Pokemon.
And like years
Yeah.
later,
Yeah.
it's El
Oh,
Diablo.
yeah.
Pikachu. And I was like,
Like
yeah.
spirits are trapped in
Yeah,
this card.
like you
right?
mother-
Yeah, man. I remember I went to this retiro, but it was for kids and the youth. And I went, and there was this dude preaching, and he was saying that Pokemon was bad. And I was like, yeah, that was like, I got binders full of those cards, man. I got the devil at my house. But I mean, it's the one that I also heard about that supposedly they try to make it seem like it was actually really bad and evil and stuff like that was Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
You know the Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
dude, that was my first show right
Yeah.
there.
Dude, the back of those cards, right?
Yeah.
It looks like it's like a hole.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
little.
So they were saying, it's el portal del diablo. It's
Oh, it's a portal, right?
It's
Yeah.
a portal to hell. And I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, man, you have some imaginations, bro. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
But yeah, I heard about that a lot. It was a trip.
yeah. Those were the days. But we would see some, like remember, like I was just telling the story yesterday to somebody. Oh no, I did. It was. No, it was Who did I tell the story to? Oh, it was our last guest. A couple weeks back, I told her how like, at the Pink House, how this dude came out possessed, and then he went to Richmond Bridge and he killed himself.
Oh yeah, it's one of
The dude's
one of the
brothers.
dudes- no, his cousin.
Yeah. There you go.
So yeah, it's a trip because
We were kids, yo. I was just
I
a
was
kid.
young, dude. I was young. I remember.
I
I,
was just-
remember, bro.
But did you like see it?
No, I didn't see it because for what the story was is that he came back from one of those retiros, one of those retreats.
Like a Christian retreat?
Yeah, he came back from that. I don't know what was inside him, or because
What the
people
hell?
say they have malignant spirits inside you, whatever. Right? So then, from what my mom had told me is that he came back from the retiro, from the retreat, and he was feeling like sad or whatnot. He had these emotions that were going through him, right?
Mhm.
So then I guess there was a day that he couldn't take it. So he crossed the Richmond Bridge, parked his car. He had actually parked his car, just walked to the edge, and he threw himself.
And then he tried lighting the car on fire.
And then he tried to set the car on fire
Yeah.
before you're right, because he was trying to just end
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
everything that had to do with him.
Yeah.
So then next thing you know, it was Lionel that told my mom
Yeah.
that they found his body,
Yeah.
half eaten and
Yeah.
everything, dude. It was so
Yeah.
crazy, bro. And they found with his wallet, they got his ID and everything and stuff like that, dude. That's a trip.
It's crazy because when I didn't really go a lot, but obviously I kind of know that when you go to a retreat, it's because you're going to like this congregate and you're actually retreating from like
Yeah.
your like life, your daily days and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's weird for him to like maybe have some other stuff going on.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
he
No,
probably
he
has
was.
some stuff going
Yeah.
on.
He
Some,
was.
to
some
be
like
honest.
depression or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
like
Because what I think is in my opinion, for a retreat is like mostly going to tune yourself.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what.
To try to
Yeah.
be better yourself, try to change your life and in the Word of God and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I've gone to many of them, and I've seen some crazy things.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
not only at retreats, I've seen some. I've seen. Now I remember how I told you.
Yeah.
There was this hermana, bro, that we were having what is this thing called when you stay late at church?
A
vigilia.
A vigilia, yeah. So we were having a vigilia, and I was small, so I was young, and he was younger. So the kids were there was two areas where kids can be, either in the lobby at the Peniel,
Yeah.
or there was just a little room
Yeah.
inside where the
Yeah.
service was at.
Yeah.
So we were out in the lobby. So there was this moment that una hermana, when they were like having this spiritual battle and stuff like that, and everybody was praying. Una hermana she left. So in that building, there's a little hallway. There's the lobby, and then on to the right side, there's a little hallway. There's the bathrooms there. So you keep going down the hallway, and it has some stairs to go down to the basement. So what I remember is that I was gonna go to the bathroom, and everybody was like all behind me for some freaking reason. I don't know why. But then after that, the girls use the bathroom, the boys use the bathroom, and then after that, I heard some weird noises coming from the basement. And the basement, everybody, like you can ask him, everybody that were in our age, difference, we were scared to go to that basement, dude.
Like, yeah, when it was dark.
It was dark, dude. But the only reason why we would go because they had little arcade machines there.
Yeah.
So we would go there and play sometimes. But the switch to turn on the light was a little far.
Yeah. More
little
down.
Far,
Yeah.
a little far from where
Yeah.
you go down. So, dude, I kid you not. So I'm going down, and it's like a little loop that you go down with the stairs.
Wait, but did you already know that the lady was down there or not?
No,
Okay,
dude,
okay,
no.
okay,
But I
okay.
heard
Ah,
things.
okay.
Yeah.
But I heard things, dude. So I'm going down the steps slowly, dude.
Right.
And it's pitch black, bro.
Uh-huh.
Pitch black. I'm like, I'd say like 4 or 5 steps away from getting down to the floor. And I got all these little monos right behind me.
Yeah, right.
Because
So-
we're trying to go down there and play.
Yeah, dude, because we were trying to go down there, but not only that, because I heard that, and that's why I started going. And so, when I'm getting closer and closer, dude, this lady popped from the right side, and she had this face like it was disfigured, dude. Her eyes were yellow, dude.
Whoa.
And it looked like if it were cat eyes. You know how they have that
Yeah,
people
yeah,
like
yeah.
that? Dude, her eyes looked like that, dude. Bro,
So
I turned her. I screamed, bro.
He just
I was,
dipped.
dude. I was. Oh, dude,
And we all
I
just
got
dipped.
So, we all
We
dipped.
all just
we all
dipped.
That
dipped.
one-
Yeah.
We all dipped. And there was somebody that was in the back. I felt hella bad, but we just left.
Yeah, we just kept going.
Dude, I went straight to my mom and because she was with some hermanos, and I told her,
There's
I
a lady
had
down there.
hermana
Yeah.
possessed down there. She was possessed, bro.
Yeah.
She was straight up possessed.
And nobody had no clue or idea how she got down there.
Yeah.
Because everybody was praying upstairs. So they were like, we didn't even know, because to go to that downstairs, there's 2 ways to go. If you go outside, but the thing is that when you open that door to go outside, it's like an exit emergency, it makes a big ass loud clicking
right,
noise.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then there's our way, like through the front pretty much, and then through the hallway, and then down the stairs. And then the back side is outside, downstairs, and then out. But we were all just like, how the fuck did she get down there?
So what happened? Did the pastor or people went
Everybody-
down?
Yeah,
Everybody-
los hermanos
Yeah.
went down there.
10 deep.
And they brought her up, dude.
Yeah.
They brought her up, and dude, she was fighting them, bro.
Oh yeah, I bet.
She
I bet.
was fighting them. She didn't want to go back into that room where the service is at. She didn't. She was man. So they stayed in the lobby, and they told us to go to the actual little kids room.
Yeah.
And they told us to go there, and then but I'm just like hella looking like hella metido
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But then when stuff like that happens, a lot of people say don't look at that because what it is like that's the transition when the spirit, that bad spirit is actually coming out of that person.
Yeah.
So I still remember I used to always try to watch, but then my mom would be like,
Cause
"Turn
you're
around."
curious, especially at
Yeah,
that age, you want to
exactly,
see,
yeah.
like you're tempted even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like my mom would tell me, "Hey, turn around, go over there, cover your ears, and don't look."
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, she would have this voice like just like how in the Exorcist movies are.
Right.
Dude, it's just like that, bro. And it's a trip, dude. And I've had a couple encounters of of something like not exactly like that, but then there's this other occasion that this is like when I'm older already. My mom, she was praying for some guy that came from Mexico or something like that, and he was like new here or something. He started working on the table, whatever. So and then I guess one day he said that he wanted my mom to pray for him or whatnot because he was feeling some type of way. So and then after that, my mom started praying and whatnot. But then she called me. She was like, "Mira, ayúdame a orar por él. Help me pray for him." So I'm like, in a way, I'm young. I was like, I don't want to do this.
Right.
But then I was like, my mom was like, "No, I need you to help me pray for him." So I was like, okay. I started helping pray for him like that, dude. He starts yakking and stuff like that. It's disgusting, dude. So then after that, she's telling like he's feeling this type of way, right? Or like almost ending to try to pray, and for some reason my mom felt like she needed to pray even harder, like because I guess there was this spiritual thing happening, and my mom was telling him to say, "En la sangre de Cristo, I'm healed or I'm better or something like that." Dude, his fool literally had lockjaw, bro. His jaw literally detached a little bit, and it was open. He couldn't close his mouth, dude. His tongue was out, bro. Dude, when I saw it, I was like, "Oh hell no!" I looked at that, I was like, "Dude, this is a trip. This is something that you see."
Dude, you seen some stuff,
Yeah,
man.
I seen some
Jesus
stuff, dude.
Christ.
I seen that, dude. His jaw literally came out, dude. I had a week after that. It no se le compuso. It stayed like that. I literally, when the hospital was right here still, the one that's knocked down, it's not there no more. I had to take him to the hospital, dude. I went there, dude.
But did he get better
They
though?
fixed it, yeah, because they said that for some weird reason, all the tendons and ligaments he had in his jaw locked. Like he could not. They had to inject him with hella stuff. Dude.
What about like the placenta? Oh, did it go away?
It went away after that because he tried to all like talk and whatnot, dude. I had to like talk for him, dude, because he couldn't talk, dude.
Dude, that's crazy,
He
man.
couldn't talk, dude.
That was wild.
Hey, do you know what's up these people? Like the lady that was in the basement or this guy? Do you know what's up
No,
them?
no, dude. I haven't seen him ever since.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I've seen him. I said, Hermana, ever since we came to Richmond, Peniel, ever since then, I've never. And I'm trying to remember like what was her name, dude? But I can't remember. All I could see, like, I'm not good with names anyway, so it's like if I see that person, I'll be like, oh, I don't remember you.
Yeah, damn,
And
that's
stuff like that.
that's a trip, bro.
I've seen that one, dude, and then I'll give you one more. So there's this
Oh,
one.
here you go.
There's this one. This is good for us. This is good for the show.
No, it really is. It really is.
So
I
there's this one time that my cousin, he was getting really into drugs and stuff like that. So he was
Right.
getting very addicted, up to the point that he was I think it was his bladder that was failing already, dude.
and
then-
like hardcore, like
yeah, he was
yeah.
into that. He was into I don't even know. It was crystal or meth, or they're the same, whatever. I know it was a drug. So he was really getting into it, dude. His hands would like feel super dry and scaly, bro. Like, and you could tell he's doing something. You know, he's not even malnutrido, dude.
you
see
just
it. You
tell by
could
the face, like
you
they
could
look
just
bad.
tell,
Yeah.
dude, you could just tell.
Damn.
So it was up to a point that he got diagnosed with something, and they said that his bladder is starting to fail.
Oh shit.
So there was this time that he asked my sister, to go pray for him. So they dragged me along.
Right. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So they dragged me along, and we get there, and he's in his his bedroom and whatnot. He's going through his whatever phase, and we start praying for him, right? So we start praying, and then my mom's just like, I didn't close my eyes then, though. I did not close my eyes then.
Yeah.
So after that, we're getting to the point that it's getting intense and whatnot. So okay, I'm gonna close my eyes and start praying for him, dude. As soon as I close my eyes, bro, there's this light. He had a light arriba from his bedroom, and it was super bright. So once you close your eyes and you could see if somebody passes in front of a light that's hitting you, you could see their shadow, right? Dude, when I was praying, bro, I literally saw a shadow. And people say that the Grim Reaper no existe, or he doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
I think it looked like that, bro. I literally saw that, dude. It was a hooded type of figure, bro, with that what is it? That Sith, that
Yeah,
that sword
yeah,
type of thing that he
yeah.
has. Dude, he looked exactly like that, dude. Because since my cousin was at the point that he was gonna die.
Oh yeah.
That's why. And when I closed my eyes, dude, that thing, this figure passed, and once I opened my eyes, dude, it got cold and the light started flickering, dude. I was like, I'm out of here, bro. I'm out of here. And I was like, you guys can pray. I'm out of here. But my mom was like, no. My mom looked at me. She's like, don't be scared. No tengas miedo. Don't be scared. Don't show this the spirit fear.
Fear.
Don't show it fear, because it feeds off of that.
Yeah.
So, dude, and I ever since then, I've been like that. I don't show the fear, stuff like that when I pray sometimes. And then, dude, it's a trip, bro.
How's your cousin? Is he still with?
No, he's still good. He's good. Se le fue eso. Like,
did he stop the bad habits and all that?
Yeah, and because the only thing, because like, he had some friends out here in Richmond. That's why. So he was hanging around with his homies and stuff like that. But now he lives in Sacramento with his mom and stuff like that. And sadly, he lost his brother. My other cousin, his brother was trying to come out here from El Salvador, but he stayed in Guatemala. Se quedó en Guatemala. And ahí Mareros there.
Oh yeah.
You already
yeah.
know. There's all the MS-13 dudes
18th
everywhere,
Street,
dude. So he got into the dudes, some homies from 18th Street.
Damn.
Started selling drugs. Then he started doing drugs. His bladder was failing, también, igual con lo que le pasó al hermano. And then he died.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. And that was that occasion, dude. And it was a trip, bro. And I've seen crazy stuff, man. I've seen crazy stuff.
That is crazy.
I think the only besides getting sleep paralysis, you know, stuff like that, because that's a trip for me. Like one time I woke up from one, and I saw like an orb, literally just like let's say I'm laying down, I saw the orb, and then it went straight through the wall. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, but it was a bad. It's like I was getting chased by like a wolf or something, and then I landed in a wagon, and then you wake up and I can't move, right? You can't move, you know. Like I was up, I couldn't move.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then all I see is that orb, like a little like a flying orb, and it went straight to the inside the wall, and then I just I was able to move. I was like, what the hell? It was like 9 p.m. Yeah.
That's true, dude. All that stuff for, when they say the out of body experiences, that's true, dude. My mom has experienced that a lot, dude. And there was up to a point that my mom me dijo that she told me that way before my dad started church, when he left church actually, and he was doing his thing, all that drinking and all that other stuff, dude. So this was still in San Rafael. We're living in Canal. My mom told me, me contó de que she had an out-of-body experience when she saw my dad got home. He was drunk, and she saw his body and my uncle's body just laid out in the living room, and she saw this type of smoke coming out of their bodies, dude.
Oh shit.
It was weird, dude, like this grayish smoke or something like that. And then she said that she started praying. Her spirit started praying, and then she walked to the door, and by the door there was a window. She looked out the window, dude. She said that se miraba, like, como se pone bien nublado here, like really
like last Wednesday.
like cloudy, but gray.
Oh, okay.
But it was gray. But yeah, trip. How it was orange.
Yeah.
She said it was green.
Oh damn.
The sky was green, dude, and she would see spirits, dude. Just bad spirits, just like, let me see, how can I describe it? All right, like how she described it, like, cause we watched this movie. ¿Te recuerdas in Harry Potter, right? You see when the bad witches, how they fly, and there's all that black smoke and stuff that.
Yeah.
There's just like that, dude.
Damn.
There were just a bunch of them everywhere, dude. Just doing the deeds of those bad deeds and whatnot.
Oh.
She said, dude, that she would see that, and then a la misma vez, when she looked up on the sides, she said there was some bright lights, y de que había unos ángeles grandes, dude, huge, bro, just protecting just that area.
That's
since
crazy.
she was there, bro. My mom has seen some trippy stuff too, and I haven't really gotten to really ask her what's this trippiest thing, but for what I've seen, it's crazy, dude.
That is wild. Yeah. life just ended. But yeah, dude, that's gonna be a wrap. That's fucking.
That's some
That's
crazy.
some.
And the thing is, these are like, you
Yeah,
know,
these are
some
interesting
stuff like
stories.
you can't even explain, but you're like, I know this happened, you know. And
Yeah.
some just gonna. It's hard to believe.
Some of these fools, I mean, they've asked me like, "Oh, what's this or what's that?" Like, you know, they're curious, and I'm like, "Yo,
No,
like,
dude,
shit is
a whole
real.
different-
It's a
whole
world,
different
world,
to be
yeah."
honest. It's a whole different world, dude. Because the whole thing when, dude, when these people where they make all these horror movies, I know they've seen some shit.
Oh,
I
for
know
sure.
for a fact they've seen something, dude.
Yeah,
That's how they get these ideas.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
yeah,
Dude.
nightmares or some shit.
Yeah, not only that, I think they experienced to
Yeah.
that level.
Yeah.
Like the dude that did Science, that was a trippy movie back
Dude, I
then.
remember when I saw that I was a little
Dude,
kid.
I
I
was
was,
tripping, bro. When you see the alien
and-
one, I was like,
when they're in the party, yeah, dude, I was like,
I was like, oh,
dude,
hell
yeah.
no.
I was hell-
Because it looked so realistic
Yeah,
at that time, dude.
Yeah, and The
So-
Conjuring. I mean, all
Oh,
those,
The Conjuring,
all
yeah,
those
that
are
was good too.
those are all
That's
real
a
shit.
trip, dude.
They're
That's
all
a trip.
real
Yeah,
stories.
real.
They're not
That
lies.
at Amityville or no sé qué, that
Amityville,
House,
Amity, yeah.
Amity House,
Yeah.
whatever. That dude, pero todo eso son puros demonios, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Son puros demonios, dude. And it's a trip because that's what it goes from what the Bible says that los demonios can take any shape or form.
Yeah, they really can.
They can even take a shape of your loved one, dude, and they play.
oh yeah, my mom told me
They're
that my grandpa, he was when he was younger, before he met my mom's mom, he was in love with this girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then they, whatever, they broke up, or I think she left him for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
But he was so heartbroken, like he was sad, he would like drink and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then one time for like hallucinating and stuff like that, he saw her and he was following her, cause like, hey, like come here, and next thing you know, one of my I guess his brothers,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, hey, Andres,
Yeah.
Andres, wake up, and he was about to fall over a cliff, but he was he was still sleeping. He was not conscious. He was not conscious of what he was doing because he was following the girl and he thought it was real, like he was following her,
Yeah.
but he was like sleepwalking pretty much.
Yeah,
until
she did say that.
yeah, until his brother's like, hey, what are you doing? Like, dude, you're about to fall over a cliff.
Freaking way.
Yeah, so sometimes stuff like that, bro. Like it's,
That sleepwalking
Yeah,
crap is
yeah,
tripping,
yeah.
dude, because I used to sleepwalk when I was little.
but
Yeah.
him just like picking up bad habits and being emotionally wrecked, stuff like that,
Yeah.
dude. It's
And they take that.
Yeah.
They take advantage of that.
yeah.
So the thing is that what the devil, también lo que dice la palabra, what the devil does, it attacks what steer you. So that's how, and some people, they're in the wrong, but they want to go to the right and start being los caminos de Dios. What the devil does, if they have a family, they'll attack the kids.
Oh yeah.
So what recently happened, bro? Una hermana, she just started coming to church. Pero ella era una bruja, bro.
Oh fuck.
Ella una bruja. She was a witch, dude.
Oh heck no.
Because I've gone to her house, because I know her. I've gone to her house, I see the little idols in the bottom, dude. Le hace comida, bro. Le hacía comida, pues. Whatever she
like
did,
La Santa Muerte kind of stuff like that.
stuff like that, yeah.
Uh-huh.
But there was this type of idol, dude. It was so freaking weird, dude. And each time I went to her house, dude, I always had this weird vibe, dude. This
Oh,
weird,
dude, hey, dude, those
weird
vibes
energy.
are not are
Yeah.
actually real stuff, dude.
Yeah,
like,
hell
yeah.
Just that when they say when you feel somebody's energy and stuff like that, that's totally true, dude. And I kept on feeling this weird thing, dude. And then she said that I didn't really get a lot of the stuff though, but her experience that triggered her to start going to church was that her son OD'd.
Oh
He
shit.
almost died. He didn't die. He almost literally died. He was out to the point, dude.
Damn.
De que se murió. But the only reason why is because, pues dicen que el diablo se enojó
Mhm.
because she's not a witch anymore.
Oh.
So now she started throwing all that stuff away,
Mhm.
and a la misma vez she felt so bad that she was doing all that stuff that the devil attacked her son.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that fool was literally about to die, dude. He was in a coma, yeah. Estaba en una coma, yeah.
So, that's wild.
Y de que de repente he just freaking woke up, dude. It was crazy.
That's wild.
And she has all the information, dude, that she was telling my sister the other day. They were literally talking outside for like 2 hours, dude. She was telling them everything. My sister, and muchacho, the youth leader.
Damn.
Yeah. Because he's trying to slowly, because the boy now he's going to church now too.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
He's going to church now.
I
So
want-
now it's a trip. He's young, dude.
I wonder what's the backstory that got her into like doing all that brujeria stuff. Because people, we're not, we just don't like wake up and do all this stuff. You have to like life experiences make you do this kind of stuff. So who knows what kind of experiences she had in order to like start doing brujeria and stuff like that.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like sometimes that I feel some type of way, or I used to feel some type of way. Because back then I used to really like metal music. I still do sometimes, but I mostly listened to for the music, not for the lyrics.
Yeah, right.
So that's how I kind of separated the whole when I was learning how to play. That's how I was sort of separating, even though I was playing like really heavy metal, dude.
Same.
Pero when I was really getting into that, and I could feel each time I listened to that, or when I feel some type of way, this song always comes up to a certain song comes up to my head. Like yesterday, I was pissed because I was pretty upset because the fact that my sister told me that I should just go because we went to Un Lago for Bautizos yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, and I asked her because usually for Sundays we prep Saturday.
Right.
So I told her, "Are you sure you want me to go? Are you going to have help?"
Mm.
So she said, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, cool." So I went, and I dipped, and we went over there. Now I'm coming back, and I dropped off my nephew. Then she says, "Nobody helped me. I only bought the stuff. We still have to cook." Dude, this was 9 o'clock, dude. I'm like, I was
I told you.
I was pissed. I was super mad, dude. The song that came up to my head full was a song from Five Finger Death Punch.
Oh.
And I started slapping that dude, and I was hella mad, dude. I was driving hella like casa, dude. But that's how, like, for me, like in certain areas, I think that these songs influence a lot of people,
Oh yeah.
and they get into their minds and into their spirit, dude.
Yeah.
'Cause it's a trip. It's really a trip.
It is,
On
bro.
the spiritual stuff, the supernatural side of everything, I feel like it's a whole different level.
Yeah.
And like all these ideas, like how these people, like así como los superheroes tienen poderes and stuff like that. There was a pastor that I was following and I was learning. He says that we literally could have supernatural powers, just like how Jesus did.
Mm-hmm.
We could, but the thing is that we really have to tap into it.
Yeah.
And commit ourselves to God, because God could, the same way that God gave Jesus powers, He could give us también. And I was like, dang, I was like, for real, man, I can fly. I want to fly. I want to walk on water too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like it's a whole different type of topic,
For sure, man. But
We're gonna
Dude.
end it here.
thanks for coming, dude.
Yeah.
I
thanks for
really
coming,
enjoyed these
dude.
conversations, bro. And
This was crazy. Probably